Hey, I'm Tyler.
And I'm Katie. You're listening to Not-Stalgia, the podcast where there are no cats in podcast land.
There are no cats in podcast land? Did I hear that correctly?
Yeah, you'll get it.
Is that a joke, a line from this movie?
It might be.
All right, well, I think we're doing an Uno reverse card episode, in the tradition of previous Not-Stalgia episodes like Captain Planet and the Planeteers.
That's really it.
Can you think of another one? There's definitely been a few others, but not many. Puzzle Place?
Oh, the Puzzle Place.
That was in this vein.
First Crush, Sky the Puppet.
Kate, what are your memories? You don't have to cover the biographical information. What are your memories, your emotional memories, perhaps, of An American Tail?
All right. I loved this movie.
How did you consume it?
We had a tape, a VHS.
You had your family
had
the
a
tape.
VHS. I loved this movie. It's got songs. The songs are baller, if I remember correctly. It's got a big cat in it who looks so soft and snuggly. It's got a spunky protagonist, and he wears his hat sideways, so you know he's cool, but like a little spunky. And there are mice with Russian accents, and there are mice with Brooklyn accents. This movie slaps. And that's all I'm going to say about it. And if you don't like it, you can find a different podcast.
What? That should be our tagline always. When is the last time you watched this movie?
Oh, God. How old am I? 32?
32.
I don't know. Maybe like 25 years ago.
Like you watched the hell out of it as a kid.
Yeah.
And then you never revisited it.
No. I don't think so.
Right. Like personally, for me, my movies that are of this this important to me, I had a phase in my late teens where I kind of went back to it.
Yeah, I didn't have that.
You didn't have that where you watched the Goofy movie again. I will say, in fairness, we did both of us see a little bit of this movie.
A snippet, yeah.
Recently, which is why it's on our mind. And ever since we were visiting with your mom, and our nieces were also there, and your mom started watching this with them. We were staying over, the kids were staying over, and it was like a thing where we went to sleep, they were watching the movie, we woke up, they were still watching the movie. I think they gave up, they paused partway through, which really just tickled me. It made me laugh that it was like a cliffhanger overnight, finish watching first thing in the morning.
There's Boss Tweed mice. There's yellow journalism mice. You got mice doing all kinds of things.
So, I don't know if I've seen this movie all the way through.
Really?
I mix it up with the sequel because this movie's called An American Tail, and the next movie's called An American Tail, Fievel Goes West. There's no number in it. So I think, I might have had that one on tape, and I might just not know the difference. There was also a Fievel playground experience at Universal Studios, maybe, that I also vaguely remember.
Don't look at me like I know these things.
Yeah, sorry. But yeah, Fievel is just in there, in my brain, my childhood memory, but not in the way it is for you.
Yeah, because he's a spunky Jewish mouse.
Right, but you're able to opine on this, so beautifully.
I don't think it was really that beautiful. I was like, you got Boss Tweed mice, you got mice with Russian accents.
You have many memories of it, and they all seem pleasant.
Yeah.
Where this movie, it means nothing to me.
Wow.
And so I'm excited. No. I'm excited.
Ouch.
Well, so this is how I feel every time we do this, and you're like, I don't care about Pee-wee.
I actually listened to an interview with Paul Rubens and Terry Gross, and now I do care about Pee-wee, and I'm too late to the party
That's
to
all it
actually
took.
care, and
Rest
I'm really
in peace,
sad about
Paul
it.
Rubens. There will be some more Pee-wee content coming up soon.
Rest in Pee-wee.
I need to get it together
emotionally
you before we do it.
Just have a small rest.
Kate, An American Tail premiered in theaters November 21st, 1986. It was directed by Don Bluth. The script was written by Judy...
I know Don Bluth.
I
know Don Bluth.
Friedberg and Tony Geist. Tell us about Don Bluth.
I know Don Bluth. He did The Land Before Time.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I know Don Bluth.
Shortly after this.
Wow. So this was his, wetting his directorial chops.
This is his second film.
Next one.
So you'll see the next bullet point on the note says, quick refresher on Don Bluth, because we did a lot on him in our Land Before Time episode. He was a wunderkind at Disney. He was hired at age, I believe, 17. He was 17 or 18 to be an assistant on Sleeping Beauty, and he was an animator ever since then. He leaves Disney in 1979 for a lot of factors, but he wants independence, so he starts his own animation studio. His first movie with that new studio on his own is The Secret of NIMH.
A movie that I was intensely scared of as a kid, to the point where I don't know if I watched it, because I was scared of it. Every time we were in the video store, I would give it the side eye of that movie's still there. I'm still there, oh man. But I don't know if I ever saw it.
Well, I promise it'll be the next Don Bluth movie we watch. It might be
the
in a
next
while.
installment in mouse-themed movies from the 80s.
Yeah, of which there seem to be at least 2. So,
Well, no, he's got Fievel Goes West, An American Tail. You got Secret of Nim. You got
The Great Mouse
Mouse
Detective.
Detective. You got a whole month of mice right there.
Anything Mickey Mouse did in the 80s
No, I don't
as well.
want to watch Mickey Mouse. I hate that mouse.
So-
I like these mice.
Steven Spielberg saw The Secret of Nim, right?
Okay.
He was doing his thing.
Yep, and he was probably scared of it too.
But he liked it enough that he's like, I want to do animation. I want to get in the animation game. I'm Steven Spielberg. My star is, meteorically on the rise right now.
Yeah, because what's he doing right now?
In the mid-'80s?
The mid-'80s.
E.T.
Maybe
is
early
out.
mid-'80s.
So his early 80s consist
So he's like a
of
big man.
Temple of Doom,
Yep.
E.T.
Yep.
I think those are back to back. He basically directs Poltergeist, but not officially. There's a whole story there.
So he's up to his eyeballs in prestige and money. At this point.
Yeah, and his whole thing, him and George Lucas, best buddies, their whole
Do you think they ever carved their initials into a tree?
they made friendship bracelets.
What?
No, I don't know if they really did.
Oh my God,
but,
I wish.
Spiritually, they did. They're like BFFs. They hung out all the time. Their whole thing was they're going to get into the industry, the entertainment industry. They're going to create new and improved versions of things they loved as kids. They conquered that with their Star Wars thing. Steven Spielberg's not involved with that, but Indiana Jones they make together to revive the film adventure serials of their youth. So now he wants to get into animation, which he's going to very successfully do because he meets with Don Bluth after seeing Secret of Nim. They collaborate on An American Tail. Steven Spielberg isn't, I don't believe, a credited producer, but it's produced in collaboration with Amblin, his company, so he was involved. And then, of course, Land Before Time is going to be a much bigger collaboration between the two of them next, and it's going to prompt Steven Spielberg to create his own animation studio, Amblimation, I think he calls it. It's a whole thing.
Name.
But this is their first collaboration. An American Tail, like I said, it was released in 1986, and at that time, it became the highest-grossing non-Disney animated film of all time.
Wow, good job, Steven and Don.
Bluth intentionally styled the designs based on Disney's 30s and 40s aesthetic, like the softness of them, which made it very nostalgic, which works because it takes place 100 years before it came out as well, Whereas, what Disney was doing, this same year, Disney put out The Great Mouse Detective in July. This was November.
More mice.
And
a lot of mice.
Disney's style at this point was a little more modern, a little more angular. So Bluth was purposely I want to harken back to the stuff that I kind of loved, and it worked. This was a huge hit.
Yeah, let's make it round and gauzy.
Yes, very gauzy. Disney.
See, I know things.
Disney was not having a lot of success right now in the mid '80s. They had the Black Cauldron, they had the Great Mouse Detective. They're going to have Oliver and Company, and I'll put forth this argument. Maybe the success of this is the first time Disney really has a true competitor in children's feature-length animation ever in their history. Maybe this is what forced them to kind of try a little harder and get back in the groove, because they're going to put out The Little Mermaid 3 years after The Great Mouse Detective and reclaim the throne a little bit, but this probably motivated them. I think they were resting on their laurels and they were a little lost. That's just me, though. So, Kate, the plot line of this movie, it's about a family of Jewish mice living in Russia in 1885. They were trying to escape anti-Semitic cats. Is that right? The cats are the anti-Semites?
Yeah, I think so. Well, I think they're
anti-mouse and anti-Semitic.
Yeah, I think they're the Cossacks. Catsacks.
I don't know my Russian history well enough to
Me
understand.
neither.
Oh,
There's just so much to learn in this world, and I just haven't spent a lot of time learning about Russian history.
I was really hoping you would be able to educate me here, so we're going to have to get our education from this film.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's going to be sweet.
All right, we're going to assume that it is all 100% accurate.
I think it's the, what's it called? That one, the whites and the reds. I'll look it up.
The Romanovs?
No.
That's later. That's like 20 to 30 years later.
Let's see.
The Cossacks and the... Okay, while you find the Russian history that I failed to research for these notes, I just want to say, legacy of this movie, it has 3 sequels and an animated series. An American Tail, Fievel Goes West in 1991. That was theatrical. Fievel's American Tales, a 1-season TV show in 1992. An American Tail, The Treasure of Manhattan Island, which was direct-to-video in 1998. And An American Tail, The Mystery of the Night Monster, another direct-to-video movie in 1999. And that's it for Fievel. It's the last we've heard from this little guy.
All right. The assassination of Tsar Alexander II sparked hundreds of anti-Jewish riots. Thousands of Jewish homes were destroyed. Many families were reduced to poverty, and large numbers of women and children were injured. The new Tsar Alexander III issued the May Laws, a series of harsh restrictions for Jews. The pogroms lasted for years, usually with the tacit support of authorities, including raids by Cossacks who murdered Jews and burned homes on behalf of the Tsar. All of this led to massive Russian immigration,
Okay.
specifically to the United States.
Thank you, Kate. Have you seen any of the sequels?
Fievel Goes West. Yeah,
That's like a Gold Rush westward expansion.
Yeah, Manifest Destiny, Mousefest Destiny.
How about the other two, the 1998 and 1999 ones? That's way later.
Yeah.
It's it's me neither. I have nothing.
Is it the ocean?
Yes, keep walking.
Look, Papa, smoke. Is the boat on fire?
No, keep walking.
Seagulls?
Keep walking! Keep walking!
Keep walking! I just want to say.
Fievel, this is the last time I take you to America.
Bye-bye!
Listen, this music, regardless of the plot, I won't even speak about the plot yet because we're still watching this little snowflake fall. The music in this is genuinely good.
Steven Spielberg, his credit was Steven Spielberg Presents.
Ooh.
Which is kind of unusual.
Look, you got all these people. Kathy Ann Bloor. You got Dom DeLuise, he's fine.
Oh, wait for the big name.
Madeline Kahn.
I'm curious if you know...
Gussie Mausheimer.
Curious if you know that this person's going to be in the movie.
Whoa, God.
Yeah, you didn't, did you?
I did not.
Christopher Plummer as Henri.
Christopher Plummer.
I know
what are
how
you
much
doing
you love
here?
Christopher Plummer.
Oh, no. Whew. Tortured guitar daddy. I gotta go.
All right, so the score is by James Horner, but the songs are credited to Cynthia Weil, James Horner, and Barry Mann, including the Linda Ronstadt song at the end.
Oh, God, I forgot that Linda Ronstadt's in this. Why am I crying?
Oh, no, here we go. Steven Spielberg's an executive producer.
What do they even do? Tell me.
A little bit of everything.
I think I should be a producer. I would be a great producer, I actually think.
Now, these names? Jeez.
Frank Marshall.
Kathleen Kennedy's, still in charge of Lucasfilm today.
See? Good for Kathleen. Oh, man, this music is really bringing me back.
And we are having an old school animation, long prelude opening credits with just snowy backgrounds and instrumental music.
This is very
they don't do this anymore.
40s animation.
Here we go, the Moskowitz.
This is the Moskowitz house, and guess what's underneath it? The Mouskowitz house.
It's a great joke to open the film with.
Man, the 1880s when you could rile a child up just by playing a violin. This hardworking mouse mom, thank God she's calling out these kids for being like, thanks so much, Dad, for our Hanukkah presents. She's like, do you have only one parent?
We're getting a lot of information here. Maybe they don't have a lot of money to spend on these presents. Fievel's gift is just his dad's big giant hat. Is this propaganda?
I think watching it in your 30s, it's very different because you realize, the dad has never been there either, right? So the dad talks about, in America, everything is better. Everything is easy. You can say whatever you want. There's no cats. There's no Cossacks, cat sacks. But, the dad hasn't been there either, right? Which is kind of,
you
an
don't
interesting
get that
piece.
as a kid.
Yeah. All right, so now we're watching, a pretty violent Cossack raid.
Yeah.
Pogrom situation that's happening. It's very intense. I don't remember it being this intense. All right, so all the people and the mice now have to flee. And so the Cossacks have come through, and now the cat Cossacks are coming through to attack the mice children. I remember being really scared of that shot right there, where all of the three cats are walking in formation. And I don't know if it was because they were walking in unison or what, but this is some classic Don Bluth right, where it's all right, kids, the world's a scary place. And the sky's all scary.
Yeah, you I don't think this is quite true, but you get the impression that he quits Disney because he's too dark. He's wants to make traumatizing things, and Disney's no, we're kind of getting away from our traumatizing era. We've learned about child psychology a little bit. He's no, I will start my own studio, and the trauma will continue. Wait till you see All Dogs Go to Heaven.
It's a lot of peril.
All right, it's all better. After that horrible traumatizing scene, there's some mice polka band.
Listen, sometimes you gotta watch the Mouse Polka Band to, like, make you feel a little better. The Mouse Polka Band is great. In this scene, Don Bluth captures exactly how excruciating it is to go anywhere with a child.
Look, Papa, is that the ocean? Yeah, Fievel's just like stopping and pointing at things. Has the boat on fire? It's got smoke coming out. He like holding up the entire procession of
the entire
refugees.
Village is trying to get on this boat in a timely fashion. They've been displaced by a pogrom. People have died, and this little mouse is like, is that a seagull?
Kate, I don't think I could have made it back then.
No, I don't think so.
The humans are just eating herring out of a barrel.
You love sardines.
I think it's the barrel, the wet barrel that's freaking me out. But I guess it's heavily salted, right?
It's not any different than eating sardines from a tin. This kid just doesn't listen.
Kate, you're not an animation fanatic of any sort. Can you see a difference in the quality or smoothness of this animation compared to the TV animation of the time, like Transformers?
Yes. It looks very smooth. And, like, there's a lot of animated things happening. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And, like, the backgrounds look good, you know?
Almost nothing, no part of this shot we're watching, which has, like, a bunch of mice, is standing still. Like, none of it. Everything's always in motion, which just, like, takes so many drawings, you know?
Also, this song, great song. There are no cats in America. So he just described, like, a pretty intense incident of, like, anti-Semitic violence, right? Where these cats have, like, ambushed him. But I think cats in general, if I remember this correctly, yeah, it's like cats are just the oppressor, right? Because now we have a Spanish mouse talking about fascism cats.
Right.
And mafia cats.
A very clever way to explain oppression to children.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Because, you know, kids have been conditioned for kids have been conditioned for decades now to understand the cartoon cat and mouse adversarial relationship, right? And root for mice.
Yeah. This is going to be stuck in your head for months. Isn't it? This little mouse child does not listen, and so he will be swept away.
They've introduced some peril.
There's a lot of peril.
Fievel's like sloshing around on the boat, which has taken on way too much water. And there's like some humans, straight racer, whirling around, cut him in half at any minute.
You gotta listen to your Russian mouse daddy.
You said it earlier, too, about viewing it differently, but it's because you're 100% sympathizing with the dad.
Yeah.
He's your avatar in this movie.
Absolutely.
Not Fievel.
Yeah, I'm just a mouse daddy doing his best, trying to move his family to America. Meanwhile, we got this ungrateful child who will not listen, has lied to his parent, and will not be swept away.
And deserve it.
Yeah. Don Bluth, I feel like, is working through some stuff, you know?
Yeah. It's a very intense sequence of
yeah.
Fievel's dad trying to rescue him from the storm above deck. And I know that there are plenty of people our age and a little older that are always like, they don't make cartoons like they used to. Oh, it's all dumbed down. But this is extremely intense. I either don't remember this because I never saw it, or because I've completely blocked this out.
You're so scared.
This is so nightmarish.
You're not a strong swimmer
No,
either, so this would be especially terrifying.
I had a lot of stuff going on about water, and yeah, we were just watching a drowning nightmare scene. The ocean waves have become a giant frightening man that's just pile driving the boat. Fievel's been swept out to sea.
Yeah, he gone.
The people have no business looking as good as they do in this movie.
Yeah.
The people look amazing.
They're at the immigration depot, and the registrar is recording the human names, and it's like Shlomo Vandropovitz, and he's like, all right, Mr. Smith. And so all of their names have been changed, which is an important part of the story, because how are they going to find each other?
And as far as we know right now, Fievel is dead. We just watched his family check in at the little mouse entry port, and they were tearfully saying it was just them. No Fievel.
But this spunky mouse who doesn't listen somehow fit into a bottle and was saved, having learned nothing. I just am imagining Christopher Plummer doing this voice acting and just being absolutely wild.
This crazy French accent.
Yeah. Oh, great song. Oh no. Tortured Guitar Daddy's here to sing in a French accent. Gotta go. Alright, so they're clambering through the Statue of Liberty.
While it's being built, this is so cool. What a great setting. Because, like, not only is it still, you know, a nice copper color, it's like they're literally, like, putting the rivets in. Some parts aren't there. This is really interesting. I like it. Yeah, I've definitely never seen this. I didn't realize that the premise is that he's separated from his family on the boat and now has to find them, right? That's the movie?
Yeah.
This is great. I'm trying to model for you what the co-host of this podcast who hasn't seen the thing could say. Some positive things they could say about the media that they're watching. That the other one really remembers fondly as an important part of their development.
Look at those busty girl pigeons. Why? Why would they make that? Because of the early 90s extreme gender binary? Like, I guess it's the late 80s extreme gender binary, which could only be worse. Look how happy his harem of girl pigeons is. All right, so we're seeing, like, a glimpse of some of the, like, scams that new immigrants were subjected to.
Is this a flea?
He's a cockroach, baby.
A cockroach. So Fievel has accidentally been dropped off right in the lap of the villain of the film.
Warren T. Rat.
I really just can't get over the fact that throughout this film, Fievel's family is mourning him.
Yeah,
is accepting the loss of their child as best they can. Even the characters are traumatized, not just the viewers.
All right, so Warren T. Rat has taken Fievel and just dropped him off at the sweatshop.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, he was going to have to work.
Yeah.
Whether he got separated from his family or not. This is just a very sad movie.
Yeah.
The whole film so far just has, like, other than the little bit of hopeful stuff about, you know, in America early on, it's just sad.
Yeah, baby. Replace this mouse with a person and it's, like, really f***ed up.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Which is a good example of how it's not just propaganda.
Yeah.
If he showed up and there was a, you know, what'd they say, a mouse hole in every wall or whatever. Like Steven Spielberg and Don Bluth, what was their meeting like? You know what would be a great movie? We'll just have this sad mouse walking around, being abused.
Yeah. They called it Sad Mouse Project.
Which was just the warm-up for their super sad dinosaur project.
Yep.
What made him think his papa was here?
He heard the violin music.
Oh. Oh, no. It's a Victrola. I do worry low-key that, like, a kid watching this who hasn't had much experience with death
Yeah.
will get the wrong idea that, like, maybe they're really alive, because that's what happens.
What a weird moment as a kid to, like, think that, you know, your parent is all-knowing and you are safe, and then all of a sudden to be like, oh, there's cats here, too.
And he finds out by getting eaten briefly by one.
You know, like, what a weird metaphor.
Mm-hmm.
And these cats are just blasting through this mouse town.
Just another absolute nightmare scene. Do you think the children who saw this in theaters at the time were, like, screaming in fear? Crying out? It just gets so gnarly when these cats attack.
See, look, Fievel's family got absolutely rocked by these cats, too.
Right, they're, like, 10 feet away. It is funny. It's clever.
If you're a mouse, though, it might as well be. Here we are at Tammany Hall, and Honest John, the mouse, is like, it's my third wake today, and I am not done. And he's drunk as hell.
They're having these Irish wakes, and there's this little mouse girl refilling his glass with liquor, but he's so drunk it's sloshing out, and as it hits the ground, it creates a little mushroom cloud and burns through the floor. Oh my god. There's a dead mouse laid out on the table because it's an Irish wake. And Honest John is writing down the names of all the dead mice in his book that says ghost votes. Because he's going to control the elections.
This movie covers a wide range of topics, Tyler. Look, we got Gussie Mouseheimer here.
And I mean, he is just completely drunk.
Yeah.
You didn't have any questions about this scene as a kid?
No.
Huh.
There's just, like, a lot of, like, strange commentary on the New York political machine in the 1880s.
It's like, what? What?
Tyler, it's a wide-ranging movie. There's a lot going on.
Yeah. I'm shook. The direct-to-video sequels, there's no way they're this sad. There's no way in 1998 they made a movie like this. Oh, here it is. Which version do you like better, Fievel or Linda Ronstadt?
Obviously the Linda Ronstadt version, Tyler. Kids singing is always a letdown.
Yeah, and he's doing okay. You're not crying yet, but when we hear the version in the credits, it might get you.
Because Linda Ronstadt's great.
I was going to say that moon looks unusually huge, but I guess compared to a mouse, it should
It's
be
a mouse.
quite large.
Mouse moon.
I don't want to harp on it too much. I know it's a movie, but his sister is convinced he's alive, and she's right. And I just don't know that that's the right message to teach kids about death and mourning. And
We've got like a class commentary here. Gussie Mouseheimer is extremely rich and trying to organize all the mice, and the mice are like, you can say whatever you want, you're rich. And they're not wrong.
She had a great line earlier, too. What'd she say? I want to help the less fortunate than me, which is everyone. Okay, so Fievel has come up with some sort of fight back against the cat's plan, but the film has decided to not tell us what it is.
Yes.
Okay, it's one of these. There's a lot of whispering going on. Now they're going to execute the plan, but we have to kind of catch up and figure it out. And we're in like a museum of oddities.
Yeah, Professor Digitalis' Museum of the Weird. Come on, Tyler.
With whatever weirdo science was going on in the 1880s.
It's not good. This soundtrack, great.
Fievel came up with this whole plan.
Mm-hmm.
There's like 82 moving parts to whatever they're doing. They're creating chemical reactions. There's mice in the background just lugging a box of lye around. I'm really enjoying all these background details of like small human objects that are large in mouse world. And they really are painstakingly like, they'll put brand names on like these bottles. The Delmonico's menu in the background there. It's
because they're living in Delmonico's.
But even earlier at the rally, they were standing on like a hair product container. It's really neat. They didn't have to go this hard. Don Bluth didn't have to go this hard, Kate, but he did. He wanted to traumatize you for life. Why is Fievel's whole butt out? He's like looking down this grate, and his pants are sagging enough that you can see his entire butt.
It's because he's like not. He was getting dressed and running. Got a lot of bugs here.
Oh my
So
gosh.
you know it's scary.
We have these bugs in our basement, I think. There's like, you call them cave crickets? I'd never heard that term until I met you.
That's a real thing.
I'd also never seen one of them until I met you. Coincidence?
You want to fight?
They have those really long
I remember
legs.
being really scared of that eel lamprey situation.
Yeah, he's like eating the bugs. He lives in the sewer. Every setting of this film is dingy.
It is. Well, New York in the 1880s was pretty dingy.
Good point.
Everything's covered in poop, you know?
Where are we now?
We are in the sewer. Fievel has climbed into the sewer because he heard a violin playing and thinks it's his father. As if no one else in the entire city of New York can play the violin.
What a mistake, though. It's a cat hangout.
They're the Mott Street Maulers.
A literally
Cat
underground, cat hangout. The MPAA, who rates movies, they've changed the rules now. And, like, if you're smoking tobacco in a movie, it can automatically qualify you for an R. So it's kind of funny always to look at kids' movies. And, I mean, they're bad characters smoking, so it's not like they're glorifying it, but you don't really see it anymore. What a deceit. What, they think he was just a huge rat?
Alright, so we've learned that Warren T. Rat is actually a cat.
Wild. I just feel like no one asked why was this rat so enormous. Maybe he's a small
And he's
cat.
a New York rat.
As big as a cat, though?
Yeah. It's worth noting that Tiger the cat is played by Dom DeLuise, and Dom DeLuise is not doing any kind of acting here.
No,
He's just
doing
reading lines.
His Dom
as
DeLuise,
Dom DeLuise.
Performance. Just like Don Rickles in Toy Story. It's great casting. You don't want him to do anything different. Like Christopher Plummer's doing too much in this movie.
Yeah.
You would never know if you didn't know.
You would never know if you didn't know. What? Again, lots of peril.
It's a great chase scene because Fievel's like on a roller skate, and you're like, is that what a roller skate looked like in the 1880s? I guess so. They're going through the sewer water. I feel like this plan, what we've gleaned of it, is a lot like the plan in A Bug's Life.
Oh, definitely.
Right?
Yeah.
Which I'm sure this all dates back to an earlier traditional story or something of the small oppressed creating some sort of big thing to scare their oppressors. He's just here so the parents could be like, remember Dom DeLuise?
Didn't he wear like a little hat?
Yeah, sometimes. He's in like all these 70s movies with Burt Reynolds. Dom DeLuise is here doing bits.
This cat is just singing like the weirdest, most non-toxic, like cat's male song ever. Right? Where he's like, I like butterflies with blue and green wings.
It came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
It's like that meme. No one, absolutely no one. Tiger the cat. I like butterflies with green wings.
It's because he's soft.
I like Swiss cheese ice cream. Okay, so they've solved prejudice.
Yes.
Because they realize they both like butterflies and ice cream.
Yes.
Cool. So this was a very quick revelation.
Yeah. It's an hour and 20-minute movie.
We gotta keep it moving.
Gotta keep it moving. Let's have an 8-minute extended traumatic scene where the Cossacks burn down the town, but the cat and mouse can be friends within 30 seconds. We're good. Go for it, Don.
You know, this is relatable for kids, because this is how quick you can become friends with somebody when you're a kid. I haven't made a new friend in 10 years, in my 30s now, but back then, yeah.
Oh yeah, you meet someone at the beach when you're on a vacation, and you would basically die for each other, and then you never see each other again. Good times.
So Tiger is now a mouse ally. He is standing up to the other cats on behalf of the mice, which is very important.
All right, so they had a very specific timeline on this plan.
Yeah, but they were listening to like a 5-year-old's plan. They should have, maybe thought maybe it wouldn't go at the exact moment he originally said. Yeah, so he's early, huh? I'm confused how Fievel in his big plan was going to get the cats here at that time.
I don't think he had necessarily fleshed it out.
Okay, because he only found the cats by accident.
Well, no, the mice were going to entice the cats to come here.
Okay, so things just accidentally moved up a bit in time.
So now they're burning the museum with every mouse in the burrow inside.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Fievel's family is here working on the secret weapon?
Yeah.
Huh. Unbeknownst to... They still have not reconnected.
No.
So neither of them realize that he's alive, he's there.
Yep. But this is the power of organizing. Brings families together.
We did see them, to be fair, at the rally, but their view was blocked, so they couldn't see Fievel, and he didn't speak. He whispered to the organizer. All right. Finally, some mayhem is about to be unleashed. See, it would have if I saw this movie as a kid, I would have been waiting for this part the whole time.
I know, baby.
I would have been fast-forwarding.
You mean you weren't interested in...
Immigration,
the New York political machine in the 1880s?
Oh my god. Here's another nightmare. Good god. The giant mouse of Minsk.
The giant mouse of Minsk is great.
It's here to traumatize you for many years to come.
So that was the plan, was to frighten the cats onto the boat so that they would be carried away.
Yeah, and maybe if they drowned, that'd be fine too. So they've created this gigantic wooden and balloon horror show.
Don Bluth horror show. Is Don Bluth okay?
Whew, amazing. I think it's very powerful that the thing they created is still a mouse.
Yes, yeah.
Because they could have made a big dog to scare the cats, but the fact that the cats have to be scared to death of a mouse seems important. Kind of cool. Yeah, no, they did drown them.
Yep.
Because they didn't get on the boat. They all fell in the water, and all the mice went, they can't swim! Woohoo! They are celebrating the drowning death of the cats, and they sung a reprise of There's No Cats in America.
Yeah, baby.
There are no breathing cats in America. Uh-oh.
Oh, don't forget there's some more peril.
Yeah, so if the giant mouse of, what's it called, Minsk?
The giant mouse of Minsk.
Didn't scare you too much. Now, somehow, the entire piers lit itself on fire from some leaking kerosene. Now all the mice might burn to death. So... Children have been able to be frightened of drowning in water in this film, burning in fire, pogroms. Oh, God, and the only thing that can help them is the 1885 New York Fire Department, which is like some wagons. Good God. Some men with mustaches are here to try to save the day. But they're just trying to put the fire out. They don't care if they blast these mice with the hoses.
This whole family needs to learn to listen to their parents.
That's hilarious that there are so many people with the first and last name Fievel Mousekowitz. All right, his parents now know he's alive, and his sister...
But he is not long for this world based on the Don Bluth and scary drawings that are happening right now. Scary backgrounds. You got fire, flames shooting everywhere. He could drown. He could be drowned in the fire department's water stream.
And by the way, I just want to point out, that fire department water does not look clean.
No. It's the 1880s, Tyler.
Yeah, what did that chalkboard in Don Bluth's studio look like for their formula for a movie? It's like, okay, 40% traumatizing scenes, 30% super sad scenes, 10% pretty good music. All right, so Fievel now lives with all these other sewer orphans.
He's a sewer orphan.
Maybe a gutter.
Seems like a gutter, maybe.
Just narratively, they didn't have to torture Fievel with this extra bit where he...
I know.
Is
disowns his family.
Yeah, because he gets separated, almost burns. Somehow ends up here with these other orphans who convince him that because his family hasn't found him yet, that they hate him and don't care about him. And he's accepted that. He's internalized it. We could have wrapped things up after they enacted the plan.
You know Don doesn't wrap things up.
I mean, I understand that writers are supposed to torture the protagonist, but this seems extreme for a little tiny mouse boy. Maybe kids had better attention spans then, but it just feels like, I'm including myself in this, some kids would see this maybe now and not get nearly this far and stop watching at any of the previous depressing moments.
This movie did not have to go this hard, but they did.
To state for the record, you're crying.
I am!
We've finally reunited. Maybe this is why they tortured him so much.
Yeah. You know what it was? It was the mom mouse falling on her way to go get him. I was like, oh my god.
Pretty powerful stuff. Oh. And the movies suddenly become very golden. I mean, it's like sunrise.
You're crying.
It's a vibrancy of color we haven't seen yet in this very gray and brown film. Wait till Linda Ronstadt starts singing in a minute.
Oh, Linda's gonna kill me.
Oh, we get one more scene with Christopher Plummer.
Of course you do.
Yes. They're paying for Christopher Plummer. They might as well get their money's worth. Weird choice to make the Statue of Liberty wink at them.
Kind of was, yeah.
Somewhere out there beneath the pale moonlight, someone's thinking of me and loving me tonight.
Somewhere out there, someone saying a prayer that we'll find one another in that big somewhere out there.
Okay.
All right, so what'd you think?
I loved it.
I knew you would.
First, it was nice and short.
Yep.
The 80-minute runtime is just chef's kiss.
Yeah.
I love that. I thought it was a bit much what they put Fievel through, though as we saw, the reunion was very impactful, maybe because of that.
Yeah.
I thought it was great, honestly, though baffling for small children. All the things they included that you mentioned throughout, the boss politics, the immigration, the anti-Semitism, whatever. I don't know if I want them to have explored that more and explained it more or not,
Yeah.
because it's just there and it's very rewarding to watch it now, and maybe those are conversations you're supposed to have with your parent, but I don't know, because I definitely would not have gotten any of that as a kid. I mean, did you? The ghost votes, that's crazy.
I did not get the ghost votes.
It's absolutely wild thing to include the corpse, the visible corpse of a mouse being laid out at his Irish wake. Anyway, what'd you think?
I think it held up. I really do. I was thrilled to discover that Christopher Plummer was in this movie. I think some of the songs still hold up,
And there's not many.
Yeah.
There's 3 songs, maybe 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were fine.
It really, holds up, doesn't it?
You enjoyed it?
Don Bluth's scary animation. We love that.
He was scary, and he got you to cry.
He did.
Oh, and here's Linda, finally. The credits are rolling while we talk about this.
Linda. We love Linda.
This song is totally overwrought, but
Oh, absolutely.
it's good in a corny way, right?
Yeah.
It's supposed to be. Anything else to add?
I don't think so. Go watch it. Check it out.
Yeah,
if you like films about immigration, political machine of the 1880s.
That are also traumatizing for reasons unrelated to those traumatizing topics.
Yeah.
Just scary cat attacks.
Go for it.
Yeah, check it out.
Yeah.
And
Right.
I feel like the internet culture has really made a lot out of wow, these movies are so freaky. Didn't they know? They knew what they were doing.
Don Bluth was like, I'm gonna f*** up these kids.
It's supposed to be scary, and yeah, it's a little weird that we watched these when we were kids. But there's something to it. I wouldn't show it to a small kid.
Probably not.
No, especially right before bed. Thanks for listening, guys. Kate, thank you for showing me this. Again, I'm modeling the behavior. Perhaps it'd be nice to see in a future episode when I'm showing you something.
I won't do that.
So tune in next week. Tell us what to watch. Not-Stalgia at AOL.com is a great way to reach us, or go to notstalgia.org, our website, and find all our social media links there. Contact us, reach out. I love it when we get voicemails and stuff. It helps guide the show, and it's just fun to know that you guys are out there listening.
Somewhere out there,
Ooh.
beneath the pale moonlight.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
This holiday season, Universal Pictures brings you a very special motion picture experience. The first animated feature film presented by Steven Spielberg. An American Tale. The story of one family's journey to America and Fievel, their son, who got lost along the way.
Fievel? Fievel?
An American Tale, a Don Bluth film.